Hi everyone, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama. Today's FYI Friday, and today I'm going to show you my new Erin Condren Life Planner. This is the vertical layout, and I just got this today, and I've already had a couple of people asking me to do a quick review, what I think about the new planner, how I plan on setting it up, and things like that. So what I'm actually going to do today is show you two different things. First, I'm going to show you the new Erin Condren Planner. I'm going to talk about the one that I had last year, which was the hourly layout, and I'm going to talk about why I think I'm going to like this layout a little bit better, and I'm going to show you the features and everything of the new planner. This is definitely not the first or even one of the first videos to review this new planner, but I'll go ahead and show you how mine looks and give you some of my opinions. Then I'm going to show you my Recollections Planner. I'm going to be using this year to track my daily Bible time and do some journaling and things like that. So I'm going to give you a walkthrough of the Recollections Planner, which you can get at Michael's, and show you how I'm going to be setting it up for my daily Bible time. So this is the new 2017-2018 18-month Erin Condren Life Planner. I got my first ever Erin Condren last year. It was a 12-month. This is what it looked like. I absolutely loved this planner so much. I had decided to get a 12-month because it was my first time kind of dipping my toe into the planning world, and I wasn't sure I was going to love it, so I didn't want to commit to an 18-month planner. So I went with the 12-month, and I just immediately fell in love with planning, and I knew it was something that I wanted to keep doing. It brings so much order and organization to my life. I just honestly don't know what I did before I was planning. I don't know how I kept my life together. So last year I did choose a custom cover. This is a standard design of theirs, but I did have it customized with my business name and our motto. I did the upgraded gold coil, which I really ended up liking. I went with the color layout, which I went with color again this year because I really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people in the planning world kind of prefer the neutral layout, but I really love the color. Now, what I did was I was so bad at planning at first, guys. It was really not good. I had decided to go with the hourly layout just because at the time that I bought this, I had a much more structured life. I still had my industry position that I worked outside of the home with, and I had meetings to schedule and conference calls and webinars and things to attend. So the hourly format seemed to make sense at first, but when I made the transition away from my industry position and became full-time on The Sensible Mama, my life became a lot less structured. I began working from home. I had a lot less conference calls to take, and what I found myself doing was I was pretty much laying out my planner as though it was a vertical planner. So this year I really decided, since I'm going to all this trouble to break up my planner into sections just like the vertical layout, why don't I just get the vertical layout? So let me go to a section of my planner that I have not completed so that you can see what the hourly layout looks like. This is the hourly layout. As you can see, there are no sections here. It's just a time ranging from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. So you can definitely see the benefits of this if you are someone with a very structured day, you know, and you really need to plan out all of your calls and meetings and things like that. But like I said, for someone like me with a little bit less structure, a little bit more flexibility in the way my day goes, this layout didn't quite work so well for me. So we're trying vertical this year, and we're going to see how it goes. So why don't I go ahead and close this up. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the new planner for this year, and then I'll do some comparisons between the two. So this is the 2017-2018 18-month planner. It means it goes all the way from what's left in July all the way through December of 2018. I went with a custom colorway this year. That means that I chose a design that they had, but I actually changed the colors. So if you go on their website right now, they do have this exact design, but the flowers are more of a red color and the background is more of like a robin's egg blue. And although it was really pretty, I just kind of wanted to make it my own. So I changed up the colors. I love how it turned out. You can see the back is the same. And of course, I had The Sensible Mama and my name put on it this year. I didn't upgrade the coil, I just went with the standard silver coil, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So like I said, again this year I went with the color layout instead of the neutral layout, which is all kind of neutral colors, blacks and grays and things like that. This year, the kind of template for the new Erin Condren is this painted petals look. It kind of looks like a cheetah print a little bit, especially in the neutral, but it's just really cute kind of watercolor petals. Just for comparison, last year the color layout was these mid-century circles. One thing that I noticed the minute I opened this planner is that the paper is so much thicker this year. I don't know if you can hear that, but even not just these kind of cardstock pages, the ones that are a little bit thicker, even the pages that you write on, they just upgraded to a much nicer paper this year. It's thicker, it feels hardier. Compared to the paper in last year's planner, it was kind of thin and just things bled through really easily, and I wasn't such a fan of that. I'm a very tactile person, and so the way the paper feels is really, really important to me. And this paper is just so thick and lush and nice. I am loving it so much. Please forgive my nails, you guys. We are still getting moved into our house, and it's just constantly a mess here, and I'm scrubbing things, so I gotta get a manicure. So of course, as always in the Life Planner, you get your kind of main page where you can put your name here. It tells you what kind of layout you have. Again, I went with the vertical layout this year. You get these cute quote pages, which I always really enjoy. Then you get this kind of cool, like, year in review calendar. I don't use this thing a lot, but it is so convenient to have when you need it. If you just kind of need to know what dates fall on a Saturday in June of 2018, like if you're someone who is planning a wedding or planning a birthday party or something like that, and you need to know what are the days that fall on a Saturday or Sunday so you can plan the party, this is a great little spread to go to. You can go straight to the month and find out, here are the dates that I have to choose from, which is pretty cool. You can see that this looks a lot different from last year's layout, and I actually just like this so much better. It's much neater and cleaner. This is kind of busy to me. I just don't like all these colors here and everything, so I really think they did a good job this year making this a little bit more minimal, which I enjoy. Here is the kind of goals page. You can watch tons of YouTube videos to see what people are using these two pages for. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to use these for. I think that I'm going to use them to like track my social media following and my sales at thesensiblemama.com. I feel embarrassed showing you this just because I was so bad at making things look pretty last year. But I guess it is nice to kind of track your progress and see how you started off and how you've gotten better over time. So last year what I used this for was kind of like a spiritual growth kind of thing. I set goals for different things I wanted to work on spiritually each month, and I did a pretty good job following it and staying with it, but I'll be honest, eventually I just kind of lost track of this, and you can see there's just a lot here. It was just kind of overwhelming. So I won't be doing that again this year. I'm going to choose something a little bit more simple to go here. Now what's new is these kind of monthly pages here. In the past you got just kind of a blank page, and I'll show you what that looked like. So in last year's planner, you see it was just kind of like a blank page. I used it to just kind of plan out some personal goals that I had for 2017. This year it's pretty different. You have these little circles, don't really know what you would be putting there each month, and then you have these two columns. I'm gonna have to really think about what I'm gonna use this for, but I am excited to see that there are already Etsy shops who are creating sticker kits for these monthly layouts, which will be really helpful, I think. Since I do have the colorful layout, each month has its own kind of color scheme. So you can see July is this really pretty, almost denim-y kind of blue, and each of the weekly layouts have that blue color in them. August is a goldish kind of color. September is a royal purple. October, of course, is orange. February is a pinkish red color, so you can see they've kind of tried to be festive with the colors they chose. March, St. Patrick's Day, you've got green. So I really like the way that they did that to try to get you in a festive mood when you're in your planner. Here is the monthly spread. I enjoy using the monthly spread just to look at my month at a glance. I write down appointments. Even though I do put my appointments in my weekly spreads as well, it is really nice to track them right here and just kind of know what I have going on each week, what doctor's appointments I have, my son has, my husband has. I can track when my husband is out of town. So this is just a really nice place that I like to go to see what my month looks like even weeks in advance. To give you an idea of how I use it, here is last year's planner. I liked to buy kits for the monthly view just because this is a little bit drab, but a sticker kit can really make it look pretty. And I would track things like holidays, Mother's Day, Memorial Day, when I had bills due. This month I didn't really fill a lot in, but it's just kind of a nice way to keep track of things that you might ordinarily forget. And I like to fill this out at the beginning of the month and then use this to fill up my weekly spreads. So let's say that I'm at my doctor and he says, all right, we need to schedule a follow-up for the 18th. I will jot it down right here, and then when the week that contains the 18th comes up, I can just go ahead and add it to my spread. So that's how I like to use the monthly spread. Here's the weekly spread. Again, the difference between the hourly and the vertical is pretty substantial. Here's the hourly layout, and here is the vertical. So I'm really excited to give this layout a try. I'm probably gonna break this up between, like, here will be sensible mama stuff, here will be chores around the house, and here will be other things that I need to work on that day. Maybe events that we have, or outings or appointments or things like that will be in this little row here. Haven't totally decided yet because, again, I just got this today, so hopefully I'll give an update and I'll show you how I'm laying this out. I do like that they have done away with this thankful thought box. I always covered that up with a sticker anyway. For example, here is last week's spread, and I had just put a sticker here, and I'd even covered up that little flag that goes right there. So I'm glad that they got rid of the thankful thought. It's just a nice little box for putting a sticker or writing anything else that you might be interested in. And they did away with this little flag here, which always drove me crazy. So that's gone. And I guess the other difference is that instead of having these bullet points here, which I never used, they've just left it blank. So it really looks like this year they have tried to make the planner a little bit more freeform, so that you have the freedom to decide what you want to do instead of being stuck kind of going with what they've told you should do here. So let's move to the back of the planner to let you see what you get at the end. So in the back of the planner, after you've finished up December, you get a couple of notes pages, which is just like last year's layout. These flags are a little bit different, but it's just still the same kind of notes section. You do have the dot grid paper here. Interestingly, there's no color here, it's just black and white, which I think is interesting. You get these kind of fun coloring book pages, I guess, if you want to sit and doodle. This is new. I don't remember seeing this in last year's planner. Let me see. Oh, no, we did have this, I just never used it. But again, so much cleaner this year than it was last year, for sure. Back here is the sticker section, and this is what I think is one of the biggest kind of upgrades between this year and last year. If you want to see the stickers that you got in last year's Erin Condren, you got some hair appointment, doctor's appointment, vacation, game, just kind of weird stickers like that. You see, I hardly ever used them. And then you get just a bunch of flags. Blank ones, more flags for birthdays, more blank flags, and that was it. And I used them a little bit until I really started getting into sticker kits and the Recollections kits from Michaels, so I just ended up not using those at all. But Erin Condren, they're a lot like Jujubee in that they listen to their customers and they really pivot and change according to what they know their customers are looking for. So they know that those of us in the planner world love foiled stickers, so they gave us a full page of foiled stickers here, which I absolutely love, and a second page of functional stickers. So things like recycling, mail, bills due, or payday, whatever you want to use that for. And then some birthday ones, celebrate ones, and to do and reminder, which is just so fantastic. I know I'm actually going to use these, so that feels really good to me. I'm not wasting anything that they put in my planner. You do still get some of these randoms, which sometimes I use these on the monthly spreads. And then these little asterisks. And that's it for the stickers. I'm really, really happy with these first two pages though. That is just so cool to me. So yeah, that is the 2017-2018 Erin Condren Life Planner in the vertical layout. I do plan on filming an update video where I kind of show you how I'm setting it up and how I'm using it, let you know if I'm loving it. But what I wanted to show you before I go is my Recollections Planner. Last year, there was some kind of lawsuit between Erin Condren and Michaels because of this planner. All of the Recollections planners were pulled from the shelf, and when I went to Michaels earlier this week to look for a happy planner, I noticed that the Recollections planners were back, and I didn't intend to buy one just because I kind of had an icky feeling about the whole lawsuit that happened between them and Erin Condren, and I just didn't know if I wanted to support it, but I'm just gonna be really honest with you. I did not like the look and feel of the Happy Planner as much. The pages didn't turn the way I expected them to, and I just wasn't jiving with it. So I did end up getting the Recollections Planner despite some of my reservations. And I have to say, I'm really, really happy with it so far. So these are not customizable, but they are removable covers, just like Erin Condren, which is pretty nice if you ever wanna change it up a little bit. I got the last one in this donuts print, and I was super, super excited about that. So I'm not going to do a full run through of this. I just wanted to show you how I'm using this for a Bible time tracker and Bible journal and things like that. You'll see that it's not really hard to imagine why there might have been a lawsuit. This planner is so identical to Erin Condren, it's a little bit crazy, but I'm assuming since they're back on the shelf that must have been sorted out and some kind of agreement was reached, so I'm just kind of hoping that everything is taken care of there. So much like Erin Condren, you get this thing here, you get these important dates, important contacts. I'm not using any of that because, again, I'm not using this as a planner. Here's the monthly spread. Again, it's a lot like Erin Condren. I've already started decorating this one, but here's what they look like when they're not filled out. So again, pretty free form. You kind of have the flexibility to do whatever you want to do with it. What I'm using it for is as kind of a prayer tracker. I've got a prayer list over here of things that I'm praying for, and then I think what I'm going to do is on each day, I'm going to write down a psalm that I would like to pray through, and I'm going to put a little checkbox there so that I can check off that I went through that psalm that day. I have to order some of those little checkboxes from Etsy because I don't have any right now, so that's why I've kind of stopped here for now. Here is the weekly layout. If you want to see what it looks like blank, it's here. So again, it's very, very similar to the Erin Condren planner. You have these 3 sections. And when I saw this, I just thought this would be such a great way to break up my thoughts about my Bible study into 3 different sections. I kind of took some time yesterday trying to figure out what I wanted my main sections to be. And I think this is going to be how I do this each week. I'm liking it so far. As you can see, I've done it for the first part of the week. I'm filming this on Wednesday, which is why I don't have Thursday and Friday in. But essentially what I've done is I've given myself a sticker here showing that I'm going through the book of Matthew right now. I have my daily scripture reading over here on a sticker that I got from Etsy. And then I just put some other little stickers that were from a Recollections sticker book that I got at Michaels. I just thought they were cute. I added some washi tape just for a little bit of pop. Again, I'm not going to be going into like an elaborate kind of decorative planning scheme with this. I just kind of will sit down each week and put these little sticker boxes down and fill them in with message, conviction, and prayer, and put some washi down and do something with this side, and that's going to be it. But I really do find that when I have a plan, not just for my life, but also for my Bible study and my devotional time, I am a lot better about sticking to it. So I'm going to experiment with this system, see if it works. If you're not like into Bible reading, you could use this for anything else you might be into, just regular book reading or maybe meditation, reflection, things like that. But I do think if you are a Christian and you're into Bible study and devotion, this is a great way to do it. I've decided to break out my sections into message, which is I'm basically saying here's a summation of what I just read. Conviction is what do I feel convicted about after reading that. And I'm kind of being a little vulnerable here letting you see this, but I just now realized that this is personal stuff written in here. So don't judge. This is, this is spiritual stuff here, you guys. And then of course prayer is what do I want to pray for as a result of the conviction that I got from the message. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing with this Recollections Planner. I love this because it is much cheaper than the Erin Condren. I would probably never buy this in lieu of the Erin Condren just because I would feel kind of ethically icky about it. But since I did already spend money on Erin Condren, and I did not want to spend double the money on Erin Condren to get 2 of them just to use it as a Bible planning kind of thing, I feel kind of good about my purchase. So that's basically it that I have for you today, you guys. I'm doing this video because it was requested. I'm not typically a planner video person, but would you like to see more of this kind of video? Do you want to see how I'm setting this up and how I'm moving forward with this? Is that something you're not interested in and you're like, Amber, please go back to packing videos? Just let me know. I'm happy to pepper in some different content if it's what you guys are interested in seeing. If you have any questions about the new planner, or if you want a little bit more info about why I switched from hourly to vertical and how I'm liking it, drop a comment down below and I'll be sure to answer. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I will see you tomorrow for my Pack With Me segment. If you're not already a subscriber to this channel, I would love for you to subscribe now by clicking this button right here so that you don't miss any of my content. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.